The difference that YRJ made in our lives was night and day. I was incarcerated and I did 6 months. And I knew that talking to my DHS worker, I didn't want to do 6 months in jail and then 3 months in treatment. So I didn't go into treatment. I basically did it all on my own and getting on the methadone program, getting the help through them with my counselors there. And then I'm still sober today.
Cristian completed his drug and alcohol treatment. He was referred to me after being staffed at one of our meetings, and our office found it appropriate that he was a candidate for our PCRP case manager. The duty of a case manager at Trust and Justice is to collaborate with the client, an attorney, and then state agencies as well as other outside agencies that might be involved in the case to facilitate the end goal, which is reunification. So when I first met Cristian, he was houseless, living in a tent. He had just been released from custody and he needed a lot of support getting back on his feet. I know that one of the first questions that he asked me was whether I could help him get an outfit, a fresh outfit, because he had been wearing the same clothes for a few days after I met him. And we went from there. It was a really collaborative relationship. And he went from being houseless, living in a tent with his partner, struggling with addiction issues and other mental health related issues, to now being in a stable situation, has his own apartment. His family was reunified. And to this day, he continues to be thriving.
When we got our kiddos back, they were at North Gresham. Both my kids are in the IEP program, and it's basically when they need a little bit more help through their schooling, to have a counselor. And my oldest kiddo, he was having troubles just getting in the groove of things, being back with mom and dad, and then having DHS involved, and then having all these people involved. So he was acting out, and I was having to go there and deal with my son every day. Basically, they were calling me every day for no reason. They just wanted me to come, and they didn't want to deal with my child. And Seth was a big help. It's like the middle person between me and the school and advocate for me and my child. He needed more help. Him going through us being drug addicts and us just getting him back was just a lot, and the school just was not helping us help him to get the schooling that he needed. They were basically just trying to send him home, and he was getting referrals. I mean, every week it seemed like, and you know, Seth and Josue definitely helped me build a foundation, a good foundation for my kiddos to be able to get the help that they needed.
I was brought on board as legal counsel, and I helped them get back on track, ensuring that the school was, one, not sending them home inappropriately, calling the parents in the middle of the day and just saying you need to come pick up your kids, which is, in my opinion, completely inappropriate for elementary school age kids. And instead, doing the evaluations that they were required to do, and if found eligible, providing them with the necessary services and accommodations within the school setting in order for them to fully and appropriately access their education, the education that they have every right to receive.
Seth taught me a whole lot of rights that I didn't know I had as a father going through this process, and that the school wasn't letting me know that I had those rights as a parent, but definitely, they were a big help.
They were driving across the Multnomah metro area to do this, and this is while they were, dealing with so much more with regards to the dependency system that was required under their DHS case plan and all of that. So it does speak volumes to what was on the parents' plate and what they were doing to go above and beyond in showing that they could appropriately parent their kids. Special education law is a very unique area of law. Whether you're the Martinez family or any family that has kids who have disabilities, it's a hard system to navigate. And even harder if you're also dealing with financial instability, housing instability, or you don't have that background in education to know what rights you have, what rights your kids have. And so that's really where we come in, and we provide that. I imagine that Cristian and Asia could have done it on their own. They're resilient, amazing people, but I do think Josue was very integral in the success of this family.
It felt amazing seeing his family together. I remember the first time visiting his apartment and seeing everything together. Them being a family was such an amazing feeling. It was kind of a reminder of why I wake up every day to do the work that I do.
So the difference that it made for Eli and Malia, they were behind in school, behind in reading, math, and then when YRJ came in, they made sure that they got on track to where they needed to be, and for the IEPs to be taken care of and to be allocated at their next school or going to the next grade. Me and my family are doing awesome now. We just had a newborn. His name's Jordan. The blessings that I have gotten, my sobriety and then with YRJ, I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed today. I would definitely love for this program to stay and be there to help others because it definitely made a huge difference in my life and I couldn't have done it without them.